Hello, my name's David Joel, President of the Hampshire Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to our latest video cast. We're going to talk to you about four things today. A quick update on furloughing, a little bit around training, I'm going to introduce the Business Bounce Back Loan Scheme and signpost the next Chamber of Solutions event. In our last session, we announced that lockdown was continuing. That still seems to be the case, and it means that probably more organisations and businesses are considering furloughing under the job retention scheme, usually as a way of trying to ease cash flow. There's a number of key points just to remember with furloughing. First of all, it's to preserve both the business and the employee's job, so it's not necessarily a negative thing. Your employees need to agree to being furloughed, and you can claim via the HMRC portal up to 80% of their pay, capped at $2.5K a month. That money is to be paid to the employees. You can of course pay more. You can make up their salary to the full amount with an additional 20%. Remember, when employees are furloughed, they can't do any work for you. We'll talk about what they can do in a moment, but initially you're going to furlough them for 21 days. You can extend that furlough period in 1 week block, so it's not 3 weeks and then 3 weeks, it's 3 weeks, then a week, then a week, then a week. However, if you bring them back, so there's a gap in furlough and then you re-furlough, then you go back to a 3-week period and then 1 week extensions. Now, we've had a number of discussions with directors of small businesses who've looked at furloughing themselves, which on the face of it seems a smart thing to do. It's great for cash flow. But remember, even though you're furloughed as a director, you've still got your legal responsibilities as a director in law. So when you furlough yourself, you can't abdicate those responsibilities. And it does put you in a sort of a catch-22 position, because under the Companies Act 2006, section 172 says that you as a director should promote the best interests and prosperity of the company with due regard to both the short-term and the long-term consequences, employees, other stakeholders and businesses at large. Clearly, if you've furloughed yourself, it's difficult to discharge those duties, but you still carry the responsibility. So think very carefully before you furlough yourself. One of the things you can do whilst furloughed is you can train online, of course. They can be personal skills or business skills. As a chamber member, you've got access to the training courses that are provided through one of our partners, Digits. But also last week, the government launched the Skills Toolkit. And that's a suite of free training courses. Some of them are around basic skills like numeracy and literacy, but also there's a whole program of digital skills at the introductory level, the intermediate level, and the advanced level. And these are covering things like how do you improve your online presence. If you want to know more about those, the details are on their website. So if you search for the Skills Toolkit campaign online, you should find details on how to access those courses. I'd like to tell you a little bit now about the Business Bounce Back Loan Scheme. Now, this was announced by the Chancellor on the 27th of April, and it's providing loans of values between 2K and 50K, primarily for small to medium-sized businesses. The scheme formally launches on May the 4th. The idea is it's a fast-track finance scheme. It's 100% government-backed, so that's good news for the lenders. The interest rates on the loan is intended to be low. We're not really sure what low means at the moment, and that's to be agreed with the lenders, which are most of your business banks. To be eligible for the loan, you've got to be UK-based, and your business has to have been viable up to December last year, so you weren't in distress. And the troubles that you're facing are directly attributable to COVID-19. You won't be eligible for the loan if you've already secured a business interruption loan through the CBILS scheme, but you will be able to transfer it to the Business Bounce Back up to November 2020. Details on how to access the loan are still a little bit hazy, so it's still unfolding, but if you keep an eye on the government website, that information should become available, and when it does, the Chamber will put something out either through its newsletter or in our next video cast. We've been signposting ourselves as the Chamber of Solutions, and part of that service is we've been running the question time type panels. We've run 4 of these now. Feedback on them has been great. A lot of you are saying it's very useful to your business. The next one we're going to run is on the 5th of May. So if you want to participate in that, contact Ben McDonald at the Chamber. Other virtual events that we're running, we have a pure networking event running on the 7th of May, and that'll be via Zoom. It's going to run between 13:30 and 1500. If you want to sign up for that, you can register via Eventbrite, or again you can contact Ben McDonald. So on that note, we're going to sign off on this event. So until next time, stay safe.